Hi, this clip is going to be um, about how to do a front split using a piece of towel to replicate the spring resistance of a reformer. Although um, the towel doesn't work exactly the same way as a spring resistance, but it helps create a little bit of resistance as you work on the way in and on the way out. So it's better than have no resistance at all. So to begin, I'm kneeling on my left knee, and I make sure that my left knee is right underneath my left hip. And I want to make sure that I have a little bit of a cushions to support my knee. If you have a sensitive kneecap or some kind of pain, so it's better to have a little bit of support for your knee. From there, I have a towel underneath my right foot. Okay, I make sure that I have my pelvis square, meaning both of my hip bones facing forward. My pelvis as neutral as possible, hip joint straight. So I have to engage my left butt to maintain pelvis staying vertical, upright against the floor. I also are utilizing these two yoga blocks for my support. To begin, I'm going to take a deep breath in. As I exhale, I press into the towel and slowly straighten my right leg. Inhale, I drag my towel back in, bend your knee to come back. So while I'm doing this, I want to start to slowly warming up my hamstring, back of my right leg. And also I make sure that I engage my quad muscles, front of my right leg. Okay, I'm using exhale, press into the towel, slowly straighten your right leg. Continue to feel like I reach a toes away from my hip socket and visualize drawing kneecap up towards my hips. Inhale, I'm thinking about dragging my towel back in, engage my hamstring to pull it back in. A few more times just like that. So as I do this, I'm being mindful about engaging my muscles, at the same time using my breath to help calming my system, my nervous system, as I'm trying to lengthen my hamstrings and come all the way down. From here, if you want to try without support, it's going to be a little bit more challenging. So you're going to take a deep breath in to prepare. Exhale, same concept. And then inhale, drag it back in. So when you have no support with your hands, your hip stabilizer of your left leg has to work harder to try to keep your hips square and upright and maintain in neutral position. Now from here, we can try with just the heel on the towel. So you might feel a little bit more connection in the hamstrings. Same concept, use your exhale to slide the towel out. You notice I only have my ankle on the towel. Inhale, hamstring curl. We go again. Exhale, engage the lower abs, grow tall, slowly lengthen. But make sure your hips stay square. I feel like my plucking my right hip back in. Inhale, drag it back in. Let's try one more time. Exhale, and then inhale to come back. From here, we're going to try to increase our range slightly. So you can try again with the block first. Okay, maybe a little bit lower height now. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, I start the same way. Now from here, I try to hinge my hip forward a little bit to make it a little bit further on my range, and notice my hip flexors of my left leg is also lengthening. Inhale, bend your knee, return. We go again. Exhale, straighten first and slide a little bit forward. Inhale, slide back, bend your knee to return. A few more times. As I slide forward, I engage my butt, my left butt, and try to keep my hips square. I shift my hip back first, and then I bend my knee. We go again. Exhale, straighten. And you can use another breath pattern to slide out. I try to go a little bit slower. Every rep I continue to do, okay? So I want you to go as low as you can maintain a good form. So what does good form mean? It means you want to keep your hips square. You want to make sure that you are able to engage your lower abs, your core muscles. Are you using your left butt to try to keep your hips stable? Are you compensating by crunching your lower back to try to gain your range? If that's the case, you're going to back off. So you want to make sure that you only feel that your hamstrings of the right leg is lengthening, your butt of the left leg working, hip flexors working, everything is engaged. I'm aware that I'm controlling my range by engaging my lower abs and not feeling anything in my lower back. Okay, and exhale. If you feel like this is possible, you can try until you go to your full range. But I'm still continue to engage the muscles that I mentioned earlier. So I'm not just resting into my joint. So I hope this video clip would help utilize all the props necessary in helping you achieving your full splits on the floor safely and effectively.